Standing here in the back paddock with trainer Noel Daley, who's got a busy night this weekend, especially tonight with a bunch of 2-year-olds in action here making their debut. We're going to start off Noel in race number 5, Manoa, and he's coming off a pair of qualifiers. On the big track, he did finish 5th. What was your assessment of those two performances, and what are you expecting from him this evening?
He does go pretty good, that horse. They just got to be careful with him that we don't get him fired up too early. He's got a tendency he can grab on, so he'll be looking to hopefully drop him in. And, I do like the horse. I just need him to have a good experience.
Just follow up, did any changes from the qualifiers coming into his pari-mutuel start?
No, pretty much as he was, yeah.
Okay, in race number 7, Highball Hanover, he was actually a winner against Manoa in that first qualifier. I came back with an even stronger effort. What are your thoughts about him coming into this evening off those preps?
I'd like to see him follow. He's a horse that's always done everything right at home, so and even in the qualifiers, when they do everything right, they tend to end up in front. I think you might find he's even a lot better if he gets to follow. It just, we'll see. A lot of these are sort of learning experiences. Some are going to disappoint, and some will surprise us, hopefully.
In race number 11, you send out a pair of them. Call Me Big Pappy from the rail. Looked to me like those efforts were strong. I just want your thoughts on what you thought of those performances there, and Todd's pick over a few others too.
Yeah, I was a little surprised Todd took him. Todd had actually driven him a few times at home. Him and Andy been coming down during the winter there with him. He liked him. It does go nice, the horse. So, I know Todd had qualified one other nice horse there, Tony Alania's. I thought he might take him, but I guess he'd been behind my fella a few times, so he took him.
In that same race, you have Signal Caller, who is going to start from the outside. He was rallying well in both those qualifying efforts. Is he a horse that can get involved a little bit from out there, or do you think that he's probably going to replicate a similar performance here this evening?
I think he'll try and get a spot with him. I've sort of thought all along he might have been the better of my colts. He's not the smartest of them. He went through a stage there earlier making a lot of breaks and that. He's gotten smarter every week. He's got a wicked turn of speed. If he got involved, it wouldn't surprise me if he charged right on past them. But we've got to be a little careful. I can't give him a bad experience first up either. He's not that smart. So.
You're going to send out a pair of trotting fillies later on. Night French Girl, a couple of winning efforts, or a second place effort in the first one and a dominant winner in the second one. What were your thoughts of that effort, and do you think she's going to be even better here on the big track tonight?
Yeah, I do think so. She's a Muscle Hill filly. I've actually got the 3-year-old we gave a bit of money for. This one's got a lot better head on her shoulder. The breeder retained her because she didn't get enough money for her, but she's a very smart horse, so it'll be interesting to see how she does. But she's going to be a nice filly.
And Carve, she does have a pari-mutuel start under her belt. She was a third-place finisher over at Chester. She looked good on the lead when she was qualifying here over the big track. Noel, do you think that experience is going to maybe bode well for her coming into tonight? And what are you expecting?
Yeah, she's a smart filly. He's able to do whatever he wants to with her. She was actually very good. She was deceptively good in that race. That's one thing. She's always been very smart, versatile. He'd be able to do whatever he likes with her, and she'll be right there. It'll take a nice one to beat her.
Appreciate your time, Noel. Best of luck in what's a busy weekend.
All right, thank you.